This portion of Caribbean Ways TV talk show is brought to you by JPH Productions.
Caribbean Ways, Caribbean Ways, Caribbean Ways. Yes, I love my culture. Caribbean Ways, Caribbean Ways, Caribbean Ways. Yes, I miss my country. Caribbean Ways, Caribbean Ways, Caribbean Ways. Yes, I love my culture.
As we talked about, we're going to be having cooking today, and it's very exciting because our producer, Pherry Hilaire.
wait. You know, I'm Haitian. What's his name?
Okay, so you say it, Pherry Hilaire.
Oh, she sounds so cute. Pherry Hilaire? Okay, Pherry Hilaire.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
and you know, he's a jack of all trades. He's not our
is.
producer. He plays in a band. He has his production company. But what a lot of people don't know is he's an amazing chef, and he's going to be cooking for us today.
Let me tell you, you know, Haitian food, it's either you love it or you hate it. But I can tell you, if you love it, you're never going to see thin in your life again, because the rice, the chicken, the grease we put, the salt, I mean, it's just all of that just make it so great. So today, he's going to be making our appetizer, which is marinade. Marinade is, on mette farine, épices, et puis ou fait. Mais lui-même, lui mette petit crabe là-dedans. Let me tell you, he's going to be making it with crab meat. It's going to be great. And then when he's done with that, he's going to make rice and beans. He's going to make chicken stew. It's going to be just amazing. So I know, Robyn, you don't look like you eat Haitian food.
I love Haitian food, actually. I love Haitian food. And I feel so much better when I'm eating Haitian food and Jamaican food.
Of course.
I prefer it, actually.
Well, let's watch Jean making the food. And as he's making it, we're going to sit here hungry, waiting for it. And then we'll be right back.
If you got a great idea to make your own movie, music video, TV talk show, weddings video, or pictures, and we will design your own logo for you, please call JPH Productions at 239-265-1342 or visit our website at jphproductions.net. With JPH Productions, everything is possible.
Okay, this is another segment of Nico's Pet Peeves. So today we're going to talk about our young kids in our community. Please, Haïtien pas di hi. Lò rivon kote ou un paquet grand moun chita, salye yo pou yo pa plenye. Songe bien, culture pa nou an différent. Si paron se Haïtien, ou connaît comment yo kon agi, ou connaît comment yo kon parler ensemble moun, comment yo kon saluer moun, fait même bagay la. Suspend fait grand moun yo plenye, fait yo longe bouche yo, mais longe. Yo déjà gen l'autre problème. Lo wè yo, pas di yo hi avec des petits doigts tout, saluer yo, mande yo comment yo yé, fait ti conversation avec yo. Nous même jeunes yo connait là pas comprendre rien, nous juste rive côté hi et puis nous bien bové nous chita la kay moun nan. C'est pas kay nou. Lo paraît saluer yo. Chita, fait ti parler avec grand moun yo pas modo ou ka apprendre yon ou bien deux bagay nan men yo. So, tune in next week for more Nico's Pet Peeve. And then I promise you, some of them going to be in Creole, some of them going to be in English. It depends on who I want to get this message. So, I'm just saying, you young kids out there need to be nicer to older people, especially to our Haitian parents, because they really, truly expect us to say bonjour, bonsoir, comment est. Pas just hi. They want like that. Tune in next week for another Pet Peeves.
Hello everyone, my name is Pherry Hilaire. I've been on cooking industry for over 20 years, but today is the day that I'm going to show you a Caribbean dish, a very traditional Caribbean dish. We call it rice and beans with chicken stew. And to go along with the rice and beans with chicken stew, I'm going to do a nice dessert going with it with passion fruit. Dessert mousse. Right now, let's get together, watching what I'm doing, step by steps, to get the rice and beans right now to cook it. A pot full of water. What you're gonna do in, you got the pinto beans. Little thing on it. What we do with pinto beans, I wash it. When I finish to wash it, I drop it in the water. That's it. I take a little piece of scallion. I just cut it. Cut the end. And sometimes you have to wash it too because sometimes the leaves dirty. But cut this. You take the green part, you put in the water. Oil. 1 cup of that, drop in there. Olive oil in there. Salt. You can adjust it, you can tell exactly. Spoon of salt. And then pepper. That amount of pepper, and you put in there. 2 or 3 fresh garlic. Cut the head, cut the spot, put in the water. You take your garlic, then you put in the water. And what you're gonna do, you take that straight on the stove, you're cooking it. Leave your temperature very high when you start cooking it. Because the juice of the beans, that's the juice you're cooking the rice with. Let me show you exactly how it looks like on the stove right now. Like right now, if you're looking at the beans, finished to boil and cooking, you have to cook your beans like halfway. It's kind of like to be dante, not mushy. Like right now, that's the perfect way to cook it. And you test it, it tastes very good. That's the perfect way you cook your beans. Okay, you see those pieces of garlic wasn't there? They're still boiled, that's good, because you still need them. When everything done, you put the pot on the stove. You take a strainer. I come back here with the beans, finished to cooking. Look at the water, still there. Leave the water because you're gonna need it. All the beans, everything in there, drop everything completely. And then look at it right now. That's the beans. That's the perfect way to cook the beans. Now, my pot very hot. I put a little bit of oil, just like a little of oil. And then I drop my beans in there. It's very hot. Remember that part very hot. Now remember when you get that garlic, now scratch it in there. Give it a good flavor, good taste. There we go. But it's just like you saute the beans before you cook it. 1 cup of rice. It can be about like, that's ready for 4 people eating. That's a good dish for 4 people eat right now, just like that. You use the same water from the rice, and you come back here, you drop the water in there. You put a nice amount of water, but you don't put all of them. Now you're gonna control the rice to not being mushy. Some people just finish to put the water on the rice. What they do, they put a cover on it. No, you don't put cover on it right now. Because when you put the cover on it, you leave it with the water, that's why your rice being mushy. Because you have to control it. You have to be there in front of the rice and then make sure the water done, you test it, you make sure, when the rice almost halfway to cook, that's the way you're gonna cover it. Because there's no water on top. As long as there's no water, it's not gonna be that mushy. But soon you put water like this, you put the cover on top of it, what's gonna happen, everything will be like a rice pudding. And then you don't want that to happen. Soon the water low, what's gonna happen, you try your rice first, a little bit. Soon you try it, you're gonna feel like, oh, okay, it's halfway cooked. What you're gonna do, it's gonna be time now to cover the rice. And when you cover it, never open it until it's done. What happens when you cover it? It's steaming the whole thing together to cooking it. And then soon you take the lid off, it's not even finished to cook. It's gonna be hard. And it's gonna be so hard to cook again, there's no way to cook it again. There's no way. No matter what you do, it's not gonna be perfect. Let's take a look at the rice right now. Here we go. Now it's looking good. Rice still looking good. You see the water just like almost done with it, but I'm controlling the water at the same time. Look at that. And then still put a little water in it because now I can tell you need more. Remember your water is there because you cannot throw it away until your rice is cooking. Let me show you exactly Caribbean styles. What we're doing back home, when we're cooking rice and beans, we're just coming, when the water almost ready to be done, what we're doing, we just take a plastic. Everybody know that. We take a plastic from the Caribbean and cover the top of it of the rice too. Reason why is you don't want any, you just like you steam it kind of way and you put cover on top of it. You don't want any air, anything coming inside it, because it's not gonna be cooked if you let any space open. Let me show you right now. Watch carefully what I'm gonna do with this plastic. The true Caribbean right there. Okay, that's plastic right here. What I do with the plastic, like I say, I always wash all my stuff when I'm cooking. I have to wash all the time. And I do have plastic wrap too. I can do it with plastic wrap, but I don't want to do anything fancy right now with plastic wrap. I'm just using exactly the way we do it in the Caribbean. We use the plastic. That plastic, you put it right here on top of the rice, just like that. Look what I'm doing. I flip them, leave them like that, leave the corner for it, and then look what I do. That's Caribbean style. If we're cooking Caribbean, I have to show you exactly how we do it in Caribbean. Like this. You leave your stove on 3, and then you cover it. That's it. Don't ever open it at all. Don't open it. You close everything, leave it steaming. It's the same steam gonna cook your rice. And one day I will show you exactly how to do my mama's cooking seasoning for your meat. But right now, what I'm gonna do, you clean your chicken. Okay? And sometimes, don't get me wrong, people leave the chicken with the skins, sometimes without the skins. But it depends how you really want to cook your food. We got the chicken here. What we do, we mark them in the center. You see, I mark them right here. Okay? When I mark it, I know reason why I mark it like this, but I don't cut them all the way. I just mark them. I'm gonna give you reason why I mark the chicken. Because when I get my mama's cooking, I'm gonna put it between those joints. I got a line. That's okay. There we go. And you put in there. You start like, remember the lime or lemon that take off all those bacteria and everything in there, and it's good to just like seasoning with it right now. And then you take a little bit of the white vinaigrette. You just put it on it. You put on the chicken. Yes. Now, the hot part, the water, I leave it hot right now for the chicken. Let me show you exactly what I'm gonna do with it. I bring my chicken and drop it in the sink, and then drop the hot water on it. Just like that. Just like that. It's very hot, be careful. Just like that, because look at that. All those bacteria, everything clean completely. It's not like you take off the taste of the chicken. The taste of the chicken still inside, gonna taste good when you cook it well. Chicken look very cool like that. Nice. After that, we put salt in there. Even it be like, look at them, a lot of salt. You put salt in there, like it look like it's gonna be salted, but no, it's not gonna be, because all the salt and everything get inside the chicken too at the same time in the water. But you don't leave it that much, and then soon everything stay like that for a little bit. What you're gonna do? Put the chicken to the side, drain the water. Good. There we go. With the same lime, you guys cooking it. That's cool. Because it's too hot, I want to cool it down. Good. And the chicken look like this when it's finished. Oil. Little bit of oil. Good. And remember, we got the chicken here. Now, I take a couple of my mama's cooking, put in it. Remember, I say it's all herbs, and I will show you exactly how to do my mama's cooking one day on the show. But right now, we take all my mama's cooking, put it in there. You see, that's why I was opening my chicken to let the seasoning get inside, and then pan sear it. What I do, I just pan sear it. Perfect. Smell good. See my chicken pan sear. Good. That little stuff for my mama's cooking, I still don't trash it, leave it inside it. Let it pan sear with it. Put it in there. or Caribbean flavor style. I turn my stove off and then put it inside the oven right now to finish the cooking. Bam. Your oven have to be, like I said, 380 degrees, and we go from now. Today we're gonna do a passion fruit mousse. Passion fruit mousse is so easy to make. Let me show you how to make it. Get passion fruit. I taken 1 cup of powder, but I'm gonna do for only two people. I'm not gonna use 1 cup. I'm gonna use half a cup of it. Leave it in there. 1 cup of water. What you're gonna do right now, you're gonna leave this one. Look, 1 cup of water. Vanilla in there, almond vanilla. You find this every grocery store. You just put in there almond vanilla, like this. So when you finish to put in there, what you're doing, you take this, you put it on the stove, let it boil. It's gonna boil until it turns like syrup. And that syrup, that's the thing we needed. I get a bowl, half quart of heavy cream. I drop my heavy cream in there. I take the whole thing of heavy cream put in there, because remember I'm doing this for 2, but I can do it for 4, but that's enough. You start whip it very slowly. That's fast, very slow, start whip it. Okay, I stab it a little bit. Nice. Good. And then test it a little bit. A little bit of honey. There with me, little honey. Take a little. That's good. Put it inside a glass. That's the mousse. And then you put a couple berries on it. You see? Put a couple berries in there and for design, but it tastes good too. You leave them in there. That's good. That's the passion fruit mousse for the Caribbean styles. Now we got the mousse for the dessert. Let's put it back on the fridge. When everything ready, you guys gonna see exactly what I'm doing. Right now, I'm gonna show you what we're calling marinade. We take a scallion, cut it in half, cut it again. Just little pieces of little chunk of scallion. Take all those little chunk of scallion and put it on a bowl. I take 1 cup of flour. Just pretty good, 1 cup. We put in there. We put salt and pepper. Little baby spoon, but not even full, like half of it. Pepper in there. A little bit like this. Half a baby spoon. Get the water, start mixing it. A little bit. And put water on it. Start mixing it with the water. Start mixing it. You start mixing it. We call it marinade. You will see I make marinade right. You're mixing it. The shrimp, you chop them, cut them. Those little chunk, you put it in there. Nice. You finish to put it in there. Look good. Leave it like that so far. And then you take chunk of crab meat, couple of chunk of crab meat, you put in there. Very cool. Good. Nice. You whip it a little bit again, everything whip together. With the crab meat, the flour, the shrimp, everything looking good. There you go. Nice like that. Back. What now? Remember when I say we call that marinade? That's a little, you take 1 baby spoon of baking powder, put in there. And that's it, and you mix it back again. Whip everything, make sure everything whip nice. There you go, you mix it very well. Make sure you got enough salt and pepper. Usually I take 2 spoons. What I'm doing with those spoons, you take 1, 2, you make them like that. 2 until you drop a lot, nice little bowl things inside the dish, inside the deep fryer. Make sure your fire is hot, because I don't want to drop it in there, it's not hot enough. Let me make sure my fire is hot. Let's see how it looks like. Okay, I think my deep fryer is very hot. What I'm doing, I make it like a little bowl, right here, like this, like that. It's a little appetizer. And drop it in the deep fryer. It tastes so good. This one is this marinade, we can do so many different things in it. This one I do it like it's a seafood marinade. You got shrimp and then crab meat in there. It's very good. Do a couple of them. Okay. I cook it about, like I said, 300, 360 degrees. That's good. You don't want them to get burned. If you want it to be very crispy, it's cool. But this one, example, this one done. Bam. You put it right here. So far, my marinade looks very good. Everything cool and deep fryer. See, they call it marinade. Look at them, very nice. And you can, it depends how you really want to fix your dish with marinade. Like this. It's a little appetizer things. Very cool like that. This and then you can eat it like that. And if you want to, you can dip it, like put stuff in there, like put a little deep thing in there. But it's so, I'm telling you, it tastes so good just like that. You don't need any deep anything to eat with your marinade, because that's the way we do it on Caribbean style marinade. Okay, now I'm gonna make the sauce for the chicken. Right here, I got tomato paste with me. Tomato paste. And you got onion. I cut them, those onion already. Good. Onion, tomato paste. Put a little bit of oil in it. A little oil. I put my onion. Hot, already hot. Onion. 1 tablespoon of tomato paste. Like this, and then that's it. But now, let's get back here. What I do, I take the tomato paste, I just like saute it with the onion. Very good. What I do, I take my chicken baked very well, nice. I take the chicken, cook very well, put it there, put the other one in there. There we go. Nice with the paste in it. Leave it marinated in there, just like that. Remember, we got like 2 chickens we are using it. Now look at that. Let it cook. Tomato paste there. And what you're gonna do, leave your fire very high, and then now you put water on it. That's good. That water will be the sauce for the stew at the same time too. But now you turn the chicken over, you turn the other side, you let the chicken. Right now, we're gonna set up the dish right now. But before we set up the dish, I'm gonna show you how the rice look like. Remember, we've been cooking the rice, but now we're cooking the rice right now. Let's see how the rice look like. And then take the plastic off. That's it. Now, if you're looking at the rice, this is not a mushy rice. If you're looking at the rice, you can just even you touch it with your hand, you can feel like, right, you see? The mushy rice will be stuck in it in my spoon. Now it's time to dish the plate. Let's see how it look like, how the plate gonna look like when I dish it. Very easy. The rice, I bring the rice here. I put the rice on the plate. You know, Caribbean style rice and beans. Nice size of chicken. Put it there. As you can see, rice and beans and chicken. And you get back here, you get little sauce with onion, you know, sauce on it. Put the sauce on top of it. Cool and yummy. You need to put little sauce on the rice or a little sauce to the side to, you know, to have enough sauce to eat your food. There we go. That's rice and beans cooking. Okay, after that, what I'm gonna do, you got this rice and beans with chicken stew, all cooked by scratch all day with me, like you guys see. And then I got the marinade for the entree. Rice and beans, the chicken rice and beans. Very good. And then the marinade for the entree. And remember the passion fruit mousse for the dessert. I just make it a Caribbean dish from traditional from Haiti. And different other Caribbean, they got different flavor, different ways they're doing it. This is the Caribbean rice and beans and chicken on it. That's the way definition of it. And then you got the marinade as an entree. You eat that one first before everything. And after that, you got the dessert, the passion fruit mousse. And to say again, thanks for watching everybody. And see you soon again for the next dish. And like I said, I will show you how you guys can make My Mama's Cooking. Is a very cool seasoning for your food. And then you put it on everything. I will show you exactly how you do My Mama's Cooking. And thanks for watching. And see you next time. Thank you.
All right, Robyn, so you saw everything that he did. What was your favorite part of the meal?
I love the stewed chicken and the rice and beans. I mean, I love Jamaica, you know I love that. And before I started eating Haitian food, Jamaican was my favorite. But I have learned to love Haitian food as well.
Well, that's because, you know, the chef. You're trying to be nice so you can continue making the food for you?
Absolutely.
Stop sucking
Any man that will cook for me, I will eat it.
I know, that was so amazing. And I love everything about it. And then I think the mousse, the passion fruit mousse, that was my favorite because that was my first time actually having it. So I think next time he should make that especially for us, like, you know, before we start the show or when we're done. We can just. So we want to thank JP for that. You did an amazing job. And those of you who don't know how to cook, ladies, he's giving lessons, right?
Yes.
They can take lessons. If you'd like to know how to make Haitian food or anything else, call JP. He'll show you. Private lessons. He's very expensive though. So that was our show for today. Thank you. And next week, we promise to bring you something really exciting. We have some trips coming up. We have some great guests lined up. So it's going to be a great show.
Absolutely. And thank you so much for joining us for this awesome cooking show. And with Caribbean Ways,
we will show you the ways.